Hey, Shalom Akim. Hey, we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honor to our apostles, a great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the elect. I'm Zahab, and to my right. Hey, you just gonna open up with the scripture, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
And what we want to put emphasis on is not the first part where it says, give not thy strength to women, because we're pretty familiar with that. But now we want to get in through the spirit of what it means when it says, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings, man. Because we're the body of Yahweh, we're the house of David. So those kings would apply to us today, man. All right. Every brother in this truth is like a prince or a king. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have to maneuver like a king, man, which is different from a common person in Israel. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. This is the word in the Hebrew, all right, and it's dara, all right, and it says get to the point. It says a manner, a habit, a way, of course of life, of moral character.
Yeah, it says a manner, a way, a course of life of moral character, man. So give not that course of life to that which destroyeth kings, man. Okay? Give not thyself to a course of life to that which destroyeth kings, man. See, we know the law, statutes, and commandments. We know not to eat pork. Brothers not falling out over bacon sandwiches, man. Most brothers not really in the position where they commit adultery, man. All right? But what brothers is falling out over is intemperance, man. Mm-hmm. When I think of that scripture, I think of the word intemperance, man. Real quick, was it more to that?
No, that was it.
Real quick, Sirach 19 too. As a matter of fact, you can start at 1.
All right. Because the imbalance, because just addressing the imbalance, and like I say, you got to be honest with yourself, or you're going to find yourself just constantly making the same excuse, man, when you called out on it, man. Yep. So it's important that we attack our weaknesses within this ministry, man. And you know what they are, man. Yeah. We know what they is, man. Yep. What our weaknesses is, man. Mm-hmm. All right, you said Sirach 19 too.
Yeah, you can start at verse 1.
I mean, at 1. Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 1. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness.
That is a laboring man.
Yep.
Now, we're laboring men. Did it not say in the book of Corinthians, was that 1 Corinthians 3? Like, this is the Most High's husbandry, man. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're laboring in this truth, man. Mm-hmm. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness, man. And that drunkenness doesn't have to just mean liquor, man. Mm-hmm. You're giving yourself over to intemperance. Mm-hmm. Whether it's food, whether it's your woman, whether it's playing video games, whether it's liquor, all right, whether it's little dirty habits that, nobody else know about, man. You're given to drunkenness, man, because your mind is cloudy, man. Yep. You're not focused on the word. Go ahead.
Yep. It says a laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich. Yep. And he that contemneth small things shall fall by little and little.
And that word contempt basically means to abhor, man, or ignore, man. So he that abhors his duties in his truth, the little things, you slowly slip into a slippery slope, man. Mm-hmm. And you fall into a slippery slope of basically self-destruction. Mm-hmm. Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings, man. Yep. Drunkenness, intemperance, man. Hey, the thing that makes the elite is that we have to have self-control, man.
Yep.
It's bigger than the keeping the laws, man. You have to have self-control, man. That patience, man.
Deferred gratification.
Man.
All those things are a part of this ministry, man, because Satan not going to tempt you with bacon, man. Like the brother said, because he knows, all right, you're past that stage. Yeah. You have mortified, all right, your lust towards bacon, man. Uh-huh. But Satan going to get you into things, all right, where he know that you playing around it, man. You got to think. You think Esau already got set up with snares and traps all throughout Babylon, especially, man. Mm-hmm. But you got to think Satan, all right, he goes deeper, man. He really knows, all right, what you want, man. Mm-hmm. And he that spiritual demon Satan, all right, he's tasked, with trying to sift you, man. Mm-hmm. So he gonna get into the thing you like specifically, man. Mm-hmm. That type of woman you like. All right, the type of food, you know, that's not unlawful, you know, but you can have too much of, man. You know, that video game, man. You know, Satan knows how to get in them corners and them crevices, man. See, Esau got broad snares and snares and traps out here, man. See, but Satan, spiritual demon Satan, he gonna get tedious with it, man.
Cause Satan knows that you would rather keep something to yourself than discuss the issue with the brother. Satan knows your little personality flaw that you got a tendency of keeping things to yourself, man. So next thing you know, you got a whole negative perception about a brother when you could just hash it out with the brother, man. Satan knows, like you said, those little tedious things that's pertaining to your personality, man. Satan knows.
Yep, because spiritual wickedness in high places, we know the elites, you know, but you gotta think. You know, Satan is tasked with deceiving the elites to doing what they'll do with their New World Order agenda. You know, but Satan also, all right, can come deal with you like he did with Job, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And that actually, and I believe through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai, the Most High has pacts with Satan for every single brother. The Most High says, all right, say he's past this level, it's time to send this temptation.
Yep.
Because all things are for our learning. Yep. It might not be on Job level of affliction, but Most High discusses with the demons like, hey, he's ready for the, you know.
And the thing that I noticed when you do like a personal challenge to yourself, when you you know, wean yourself off different things, you know, Satan send a dream about that, man.
Yep.
You know.
Hey, I'm gonna be one. Oh no, finish what you were saying.
I'll just make the point. You know, I've been not doing dairy, which has been, you know, for me, you know, this is something I've been doing personally. I'm saying, brothers, you know, gotta stop eating dairy. But for me personally, I've been stopped eating dairy lately, and it's been helping my testosterone, my energy level, my clarity. You know, but the other day.
So I guess this is the second one.
Okay, come. All right, you know, and just lately. Like I was saying, I've been not eating dairy, you know, and lately, the other day, you know, I just had a dream about me indulging in Reese's, man. Which Reese's ain't unlawful, you know, but Satan just, you know, he tedious, man.
He trying to turn you back on to
because it's something that could be a hindrance, you know, just for me, you know, for my situation, you know.
Yeah, and it's heavy, but since you said that, I want to get Sirach 37 and 27, then we're going to go back to Sirach 19.
Okay. Sirach 37 and 27?
Yeah.
All right. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 27. It says, my son, prove thy soul and thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it.
Try to see,
All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37. All right. Verse 27. It says, my son, prove thy soul and thy life, and see what is evil for it.
And because it's going to get to a point where you can't ask every brother, hey, you think I should do this? You think I should do that? Because he might not have had that problem until he had to let that particular thing go, man. All right?
And give not that unto it.
Yep.
For all things are not profitable for all men.
Yeah, me letting go of dairy might not benefit me like it benefited this brother. What I'm telling me going off and be subjective because it didn't work for me.
Yep.
All right.
It said, neither have every soul pleasure in everything.
Yep. So all things are not profitable for all men. But it also said, prove thy soul, man. Hey, man, brothers will let go of certain weaknesses they have. And like you said, you will have dreams about it to turn you back on. And you might ask yourself, if it's not a sin, why is Satan putting these things in my dream to turn me back on? It's a slippery slope. And when you let go of things that hinder you, you grow. You know? All right. Going back
to Sirach 19.
Yeah, come.
All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 2. It said, wine and women will make a man of understanding to fall away.
Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, man. Going back to Proverbs 31 and 3. Give not thy strength to women, nor thy ways, which your ways is habits, manners, and course of life, to that which destroyeth kings. Now, if you go to the book of 1 Ezra, the 4th chapter, outside of the king, what was the two most powerful things, man? Wine and women. You know, outside of the truth, of course. But what are the two most powerful things that took hold of men? Wine and women.
Yep.
Going back to Sirach 19:2, which is what he's reading. Wine and women maketh men of understanding to fall away. Which essentially, wine and women is ultimately like a form of intemperance. All right, it's a form of lust and giving yourself over to your lust, man. Mm-hmm. Whether it's wine, women, ultimately it's your own personal desires, man. But the reason why it's a way that destroys kings, intemperance destroys kings. All right, a king has to be balanced in everything, man. All right, going back to the scripture, was in Ecclesiastes, blessed thou land, whose prince riseth in the morning. Mm-hmm. All right, he eateth for strength. Mm-hmm. All right, because a foolish king doesn't eat for strength. Mm-hmm. He eat for drunkenness, man. He eat for to glutton himself, man, for lack of better words.
Come on. And it was a movie I seen, The King, on Netflix. You know, when it was about King Henry V of England. You know, and his daddy, his daddy was really an unruly man, and he made a lot of enemies within his realm. You know, he was off balance. You know, mm-hmm. But when King Henry really despised his daddy, and when he was a prince, he wouldn't even stay in the palace, man. He would stay with the common folks, and he was, drinking and mm-hmm. just partying, man. Mm-hmm. But when it came time, all right, for his father was finna die, and then his brother died. They were supposed to be king, so he had no choice but to be king. He sobered up. He didn't drink no more for the rest of the movie, man. He sobered up, and he started handling, the affairs of the king, man. He showed a lot of discipline. He showed restraint. He had some flaws he had to grow in, but, he manned up, and he showed that discipline and restraint, man. He couldn't just party anymore, man. He had things that he had to do, man. Yep. It was important matters to handle, man.
Those affairs.
Yeah, that's what we handling the affairs of the king, man. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Yahweh Shai King, man. We're handling the affairs of the king, man. So we can't be, in party mood all the time, which ain't nothing wrong, stepping out when you step out, but at the same time, we can't be in that mode all the time because it's so much important business that we have to handle, man, concerning the ministry, man. Keeping watch, man. And staying up to date of what's going on, man.
Yep.
Yep. This is all right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. It says, and they that use this world is not abusing it.
Hey, yeah, going back to temperance in all things, well, 1 Corinthians 9th chapter, how, he that runneth is temperate in all things, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, but we're not abusing anything in this world, man. Yeah, Babylon has something called availability. It has convenience, man, but we're not going to abuse that availability, man. All right, we're going to have our own standards, all right? We're not going to wait till our body shuts down, and that's when we stop doing whatever we do. We're going to have our own standards, man. Mm-hmm. All right?
It said, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Yeah, the manner of life of this world, man. Mm-hmm.
I was saying, going back to the course of life.
The course of life of this world passes away, man. And we can't give ourselves over to the Roman way, all right? Because the Roman way destroyed the king, man. Mm-hmm. If you have a Romanized mind, a Westernized mind, you're gonna be broke. Or you're gonna be sick. You're gonna be overweight. You're gonna be depressed, and you're gonna probably be suicidal. If you give your way over to the Roman way, you're gonna die, man. Because that's essentially giving yourself over to your flesh. All right.
This is 1 Corinthians 9:25. It said, every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Yeah, he's balanced in all things, man. All right. That's a way that benefited the king, man. All right.
Yeah, because the king couldn't just splurge, man. The king, all right, had to make decisions based on, the whole nation, man. Because it was a king, he can make the decision to go to war, not go to war, someone might it might be a siege, getting ready to mount. Sometimes the king will have to pay that ransom, man, in order to save the majority of his people, man. So the king had to be balanced, man. You couldn't be one way, And in this ministry, man, we had to be balanced and know, all right, when to retreat, when to fall back, when to be proactive about things, man. And that's the main thing, all right, that we learn, in our day to day, man.
Because your personal actions affect the body of your house. All right.
All right, you go in the word temperate in the Greek. It's
1467.
ekratuomai. All right. It says to be self-controlled, contentment, to exhibit self-government, conduct oneself temporally. You know, it's self-government, man.
Yep.
You know?
Because before you could govern the kingdom, you have to govern yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because if you can't govern yourself, now, all right, it ain't just you that your actions affecting. It's the body, man. You know? So we have to have the temperance of a king within this ministry, man. Even though we don't have the riches and the resources and the privileges that kings have, you know, we have to display and move with that discipline and that temperance, man. You know, before, all right, we can handle, you know, those resources, you know, those powers, man. You know, we have to have a temperate mind state, man. You know, the truth is about a mind state.
Protect your dome.
Yep. 1 Corinthians 9:26, it says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. And
that bringing your body into subjection invigorates your spirit, man. Self-control, it puts you into a masculine frame, a frame of dominance, man. All right? And that's putting your body under subjection, man. That's a form of self-control, man. Going back to one of the 4 virtues of wisdom, which is temperance, man. All right? So that's one of the offsprings of wisdom is self-control and temperance, man. Or was there more?
No, that was it on that one, bro.
Hey, well, you know, we can pretty much draw to a closing after that one. All right. Hey, well, with that, you know, we hope you brothers are edified, man. Going back to Proverbs 31:3, give not thy strength to women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings, man. Don't give yourself over to this Babylonian monster, man, this beast. All right? All right, but with that, we hope you brothers are edified. And once again, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the elect. To the next time, Shalom.
Shalom. Just stop.